Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm looking at the NBA Prizepicks props for Saturday, December the 31st. It is the final day of 2022. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you guys have all had a great year, and we'll have an even better 2023. We have 6 more props I want to share with you guys in this video. Let's get into it. As always, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Yesterday's props went 3 and 2, hit the under on Simons and Draymond, the over on Giannis, missed by a basket on Brook Lopez, and missed by 3-point basket on Dante DiVincenzo. So over the last 3 days, on 6-0, 5-1, 3-2. Hopefully today we're back to 6-0 day. So let's get into it. I have some good props I want to share. Can't wait to get started with the video. So if you want to follow on Twitter, it's at the DFS Process for updates and to stay connected. Twitter is linked down below, and the website is also linked down below for DraftKings and FanDuel picks. So first prop I want to share with you guys is looking at a PRA prop, and this one we're going to what should be the best game to target of the night. This one is Brooklyn Charlotte. It is the highest total of the slate so far. Taking the over on Kyrie Irving's points, rebounds, and assists. It's at 35.5. Irving's been absolutely dialed in recently, shooting over 50% from 3 over his last 10 days. He's shooting close to 50% from the floor as well. He's also been chipping in with a lot of peripheral stats with the assists and rebounds, which has just given him a very high floor for his PRA. You're typically, not sweating it. You see a lot like back-to-back games. He's gone over 40. 4 out of the last 5, he's gone you over 40. So you're not really sweating if it's at 35 for much of the game. He had an 8-assist game last time out against Atlanta. He had a 9-rebound game recently against the Milwaukee. He's playing big minutes in close games, up to 37 to 39. Matchup couldn't be better against Charlotte. 2 out of the last 3 games against Charlotte, Irving has crushed against them. He had a 35 or 33, 5 and 9 game against them earlier this month, and then he had his second game against them was last year. He had a 16, 2 and 11 game, shot just 6 of 22 from the floor. And then before that, he had a 50-point game against Charlotte as well. The way that he's been going, wouldn't be surprised if he has a 40-point scoring night tonight. The matchup is just that good. So he's one of my favorite props of the night. And then on the other side, might as well take the over on LaMelo Ball's points, rebounds, and assists. The Hornets, desperate for LaMelo Ball's return early on in the season. They couldn't get any wins basically without him. And now that he's back, he's trying to do his best to rejuvenate his team, get the fans back into it. Almost had a triple-double last game against the Thunder. He's had 8 or more rebounds in 4 out of his last 5 games. The other one he had 7 rebounds. He's always a great guy to handle the ball and get you a lot of assists. He's had 7 or more assists in 5 out of the last 6 games as well. Only one that he missed was against the Warriors, where he just had 4 assists against them. But he continues to put up 20 points a game. Sometimes can even get you close to 30 points. He's shooting a 3 at a great clip. It's at home in Charlotte, so hopefully it's a bit closer. And with the way that PJ Washington has been going, and hopefully Rozier is able to kind of step up and just keep it a closer game. But it could have just all fallen on the shoulders of LaMelo Ball, and he seems to have no problem being able to handle that. Oh, I really think it's a great idea to stick with a couple props in that game. At least the 2 point guards props look really good. Now we're sticking in this same board, sticking with the points, rebounds, and assists, and we're going over to the Knicks side, and we're taking Julius Randle over 46.5 PRA. He's been absolutely unconscious recently. 40-point game last time out against the Spurs. Put up 64 fantasy points, but 41, 11, and 7. They're banged up with RJ Barrett out, possibly missing Jalen Brunson again, and the minutes on Randle have just been huge. 3 straight games, played 40-plus minutes. 4 out of the last 5, he's played 40-plus minutes. He's been great on the glass. Of course, the only time he missed getting you at least 11 rebounds in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in his last 8, 9 games was against Christmas Day against Philly. However, absolute menace on the glass. He's shooting really well from distance. Had 6 threes last game. Playing monstrous minutes. The matchup, you're targeting. We just targeted against the Hornets matchup, which is super positive. Now we're targeting against Houston, which is equally as positive. Houston plays no defense. They play fast. It's in Houston. another team that's been able to kind of keep some games competitive. So with the Knicks a little bit shorthanded. I love Julius Randle's over. I have him as a thumbnail of the DraftKings and FanDuel video today. He's going to be one of my favorite studs to pay up for. So those are the 3 props I got. Right now, we're sticking in this board, and we are looking at going over to the Thunder side, and we're taking a guy that's greened out, so maybe you're a little worried about it. I know how some people feel about that, but we are taking Jalen Williams over 18.5 PRA. He just continues to get it done. They're shorthanded with bodies right now. Pokusevski's out. Robinson Earls continues to be out. He's been out for a while. Jalen Williams has benefited by seeing good minutes. Last game, he only saw 27 against Charlotte, which was a little surprising, considering the fact that he was playing well. But, you know, he's still going to... Trey Mann was also just playing well off the bench, so maybe they decided to just give Trey Mann some more run. But before that, he played 30 in 4 straight games, at least 30 minutes against the Spurs, Pelicans, both back-to-back games against the Blazers. If you look at his last 9 games, he's hit at least 19 PRA. Most of the time, I think he's hit at least 20 PRA in 8 out of his last 9 games. And the matchup against the Sixers, it's in OKC, so I feel better about it staying closer. Sixers are also coming off back-to-back losses and a road trip, traveling back-to-back. You could see maybe they decide to rest somebody, or Doc decides to, what he calls a scheduled loss. We'll see if decides to hold some players out or limit their minutes a little bit. But Jalen Williams, sticking with him, didn't disappoint us last game. Feel pretty good about him tonight. 5th prop, we're staying with this board. Points, rebounds, and assists is one that I like a lot most of the time. This one, we are going back to Charlotte, and we're taking the over 21.5 PRA on PJ Washington. There's lots of reasons for this. He's been on fire recently. He's scored over 20 points in 3 out of his last 4 games. He's actually scored at least 22 points in 3 out of the last 4 games. So that's basically just hitting you're getting the points over, and you're also just getting whatever rebounds and peripheral stats he has just for bonus. Kelly Oubre is out again, so there's more minutes for Washington. He's played 31, 33, 32, 31, 32, 29, 31, 30, 35. He's seeing 30-plus minutes every single night. He's been shooting the ball well from deep, so hopefully he stays hot. He can give you 5 to 6 to up to 9, 10 rebounds a game. He's had at least 5 in 3 out of his last 4. He can give you a couple of assists here and there. He had a 3-assist game against the Thunder, a 4-assist game against the Lakers. Numbers really low for what should be a high-scoring game. So I'm hoping that he stays hot and is able to at least get us there with the 22 PRA. And then for the final prop of the day, we are going to the points and rebounds board. We're going to Chicago, and we're taking Nikola Vucevic over 24.5 points and rebounds. Vuce, another good game for him last night. Almost had a double-double, missed it by 1 rebound. But he continues to score at a pretty good clip. Last night was Zach LaVine's day. Had over 30. But over his last handful of games, he had 28 points and rebounds last game, 29 against Milwaukee. A bad game against Houston, just saw under 30 minutes there, 29, yet 13 in that one. So 2 for 3, yet 33 against the Knicks, 27 against the Hawks before that, 41, 31. So he's been pretty much a good staple, getting 9+ rebounds in most of those games, scoring 20+ points in a good handful of those games. So if you look at his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, he's 6 for his last 7, and the numbers look even better look just as good if you scroll past those dates and look even further. It's a bigger matchup against Cleveland. We'll see if Mobley plays today, but you'll still be able to have a decent matchup against Jared Allen, just because Allen doesn't really like to stretch out to the 3-point line, and Vuce could get some open looks from deep. Just hopefully he's able to knock down his open looks on a back-to-back day. But those are the 6 props I have for you guys today. Over PRA Irving, LaMelo Ball, Julius Randle, Jalen Williams, PJ Washington, and Nikola Vucevic. Taking all Moores today. Sticking with a couple of games for the most part, except for the Cavs game and what should be high-scoring games. So that's what I got. Thank you for watching. Best of luck. If you have any other props in question, leave them in the comment section. Thank you for all the support you've been showing. Let's go 6 for 6 tonight. Catch you all next time.